Wow, this is just some great gameplay. It's definitely worth the $45 that I paid. All right, The Walking Dead Destinies. I'm going to be giving it a good, honest review. So, this is our first major red flag right off the bat, and it's just in the loading screen. It is a game produced by Game Mill Entertainment, and they are notorious for some very poorly received games, to say the least. Just recently, they released The Rise of Kong and that terrible Avatar game, and that was just in 2023. And they also threw this awesome game along with it. So they are on a hot streak this year. So this game started out with some exposition over a black screen and just sent you right into Rick in the hospital. And I just want to say, my first playthrough, there was no sound. I thought this game had no sound. I had heard it was bad, but I didn't realize it was that bad. And my expectations were so low that I didn't even bother to check until like halfway through the first level. I searched up a tutorial on YouTube, and that's why I found out the game had sound. So I had to restart the game. It was ridiculous. So when I first got this game, it was the day after it came out, and I saw it had all those ratings and 2.5 stars, and it kind of inspired me to do a review about it. And I wanted to beat the game before I did my review, but the thing is, this game is so hard to play. It's just rough. I don't like it. I don't like doing it. Also, I don't know how to do game reviews. I've never done it before, and this is my first one. So naturally, I went to Google and I went to The Walking Dead Destinies and I went to the review page and found some reviews that were on there. So I'm gonna take a look at them and maybe they can teach me how to do reviews. But first, look at my honest reaction to seeing Rick's goofy face in this game. I swear that says "Don't Dead" open inside. What is that? What is that? What? They did Rick so dirty. And they did. They did my boy Rick super dirty with that. He looks dumb as heck. He doesn't even look like Rick in the show. He looks like a watered down Rick. It's weird. It's uncanny. I don't like it. Either way, let's get into these reviews. Right off the bat, we see IGN gave it a 2 out of 10, Nintendo Life gave it a 2 out of 10, and the audience seems to think the same way. There's hardly any 2, 3, and 4-star ratings, and a lot of 1-star ratings, and for some reason, an odd amount of 5-star ratings. Let's get into these. So right here we got Miss Green says the game looks like it was made for PS2 and gives PS2 aesthetics as well. I mean, $40, that's robbery. Try $10. And I agree with her. Like, come on, this game is not worth $45. That is robbery. Honestly, we should riot. Let's. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. No riots. Don't do any of that. Just write bad reviews, just like Miss Green did there. All right, next is Big Chungus, and he says The Walking Dead Destinies is an immersive and gripping addition to the franchise that successfully captures the essence of survival. He also says that the story is narrative driven and masterfully intertwined storytelling and player agency, offering a compelling and interactive experience. Also, Big Chungus wrote like 7 paragraphs about how great this game is. And I'm not gonna lie, I think Big Chungus might have worked on this game because a lot of what he said is just lies. So Robert has some interesting things to say here. He gives it a 1-star rating. He says the casting is terrible, the cutscene's terrible, everything is terrible. This game could have been much better if they added Osama bin Laden destroying the Twin Towers, and Rick and Osama get together to destroy America, and Rick would turn into a Muslim. That's all I gotta say. Now, Robert, that's all you gotta say? I mean, that's all you gotta say. Aaron here says that this game is already on sale after day one, and that's pretty funny because I bought it after day one, and I bought it for $5 off, so I got a good deal on it, honestly. Let's go. He also says that the game should be free mobile game, or at most a $6.99 mobile game. I guess he thinks it's as good as Minecraft because Minecraft is $6.99. I mean, I see how it is, Aaron. I see how it is. So Chris here gives it 5 stars, and he says the game is great and it's the best game he's played in his whole life. He says the graphics, gameplay, and story are so well done, and that he didn't think it would be possible to do so on console or PC. He said this game is definitely Game of the Year 1997 worthy. And he later goes on to talk about how he thinks he's still in the 90s or something. Either way, Chris is a little confused, but I'm glad he enjoyed the game. Now, just to get an idea of what Chris was talking about, what's going on in the background right now is an actual cutscene. And you can see they're just like these still shots. And this was like a big complaint when the game came out, is like how the cutscenes are just weird still shots. And honestly, I'm glad Chris loves it. I mean, if it's still in the 90s, I'm pretty sure these cutscenes are, I mean, they're still pretty bad back then, but hey, You do you, Chris. Now, Joseph Allen here gives it 1 star, and he says the people that say this game is 4 or 5 stars likes to eat doo-doo with salt. Dead serious. There's no way this game is near a 2 star. Do not buy this game. It is the worst game of 2023. In parentheses, Redfall runner-up. I mean, maybe. You know, I'm pretty sure Game Mill made some stinkers too. He says if you buy this game on Steam, you better refund it before 2 hours. Talking about, quote, "This game is amazing." Lol. No way. And I mean, I'm not sure if I think the people that say that game eat doo-doo with salt, but like I do agree with Mr. Allen there. Like this game is pretty bad. So Lawrence here hasn't even played the game, but he still left us a review. He gives it 1 star, saying, "Having only seen other players play this game, I somehow feel sickened by simply living in the same moment in time that the game came out." And wow, Lawrence, that is a strong stance for sure. But I mean, I honestly don't blame you. This game's pretty bad. I mean, look at this cutscene right now. That cutscene was so bad. So in the show, in this scene, when Rick tries to get to the tank, he turns a corner on his horse, and the zombies swarm him, and it's just crazy. It's super suspenseful. But in the game, it's just goofy. Like Rick falls through some wood off like a balcony and gets to the tank and just enters a cutscene. Like it's so bad. It's such a bad game. I like this one. Alex says absolutely rushed. Gives me Rose of Kong vibes. 1 star. And I gotta agree with you, Alex. Rose of Kong vibes for sure. Lee here is also very quick and to the point, but in like the opposite way. He gives it 5 stars. He says, "I love it. Great game. Play as Rick and Daryl." Yeah, Daryl.
Ain't nobody's bitch. Selfish? Listen to me, Oliver.
They said the game it could be beautiful if they had better cuts cones instead of being still and hearing voices. The graphics are terrible. I feel this game is not worth the price paid. I feel duped. And I don't know. As you can see by the cuts cone behind, I'm pretty sure the cuts cones are top tier. So me personally, I don't feel duped. All right, so this is the last one, and it's a legitimate one by Chris. He gives it 1 star. He says the game is a mess. Aiming is my biggest gripe, but it's glitchy, and going into the menu shuts off all sound apart from ambient music. Really hope they sort this out quick. And look, Chris, I hate to be the one to tell it to you, but they're not fixing this game. They're doing nothing with this game. They abandoned it the second they started it. So, taking a break from reviews, we just started out episode 4 in the game, and I just wanted to show you my reaction to this cutscene. And it was actually a moving cutscene. It was pretty cool.
You don't stay out too long.
Life worth living. Oh, we got a moving cutscene. Look at that.
I'll be back before you know it.
What? Look at you. What? Yeah, I thought Lori strutting away was pretty funny. After that, I did a boring mission with Shane, and here's my reaction to the cutscene after. Shane, you did
Lori,
Shane dirty.
Shane.
I know I said they did Rick dirty already, but I mean, they did. They did everybody dirty. They did Shane dirty. They did Rick dirty. They did the whole show dirty. That's just terrible. Either way, it's time to give me my final score. Um, I'm not gonna lie, I did enjoy playing this game for one reason. I thought it was just super goofy, and that's why I enjoyed it. Uh, my girlfriend was in there with me too while I was playing it, and so we just laughed the whole time. But like I said, I struggle going back to it. She has to tell me to pick it up. So I don't know. I think the final score I'm going to give it is a negative 45 because it took negative $45 out of my bank account. So yeah, there it is. That is the most honest review that is on YouTube of this game. And yeah, that's it. I will see y'all in the next one. Bye.